Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and this is Transcend's StoreJet 500 for Mac. It's Thunderbolt or USB 3.0, and it's 256 gigabytes. It's a solid state drive, so it has no moving parts. It's great for editing or storage on the go, and I've been using it for a little while. I just wanted to show you what's in the package here. We'll pop this out, and you'll see it's very small and compact. Inside, you've got a Thunderbolt cable. This is a Thunderbolt 2 cable. And we have a USB 3 cable. You've got your literature here and different paperwork, and a little bit of a carrying case that you can slide it in if you want to as well. So we'll set that aside, and like I said, I've been using this for a while. I've actually been using it as a scratch disk on my Mac, and for those of you that aren't familiar with that, if you're using video editing software, what you normally do is not use the internal drive of the Mac, for example, but you want to use an external drive to do the reading right to the actual program. So I'm using Final Cut Pro. This is my scratch disk. You can do that in Premiere, either one. And the transfer rates are pretty good. Now, thanks to the Thunderbolt 2, it's actually really fast. This says it goes up to 440 megabytes per second, and that's read speed. Write speed is 300 megabytes per second, and it's been doing that just fine. I've been editing 4K 60 footage on it with no problem, and reading and writing to it. Now, I put a piece of Velcro on the bottom, and it's actually stuck to the back of my monitor so that I can easily move it on and off and set it out of the way when I'm not using it. It works really well, and it actually is available not just in 256 gigabyte variants, but 1 terabyte. So the prices range from about $234.34 is what it's on Amazon right now, all the way up to about $650 depending. It's solid aluminum. This isn't plastic. It does have some rubber feet on the bottom, and it's really simple. But I wanted to show you the speeds of this and what it's been doing for me in Final Cut. So I wanted to show you how quickly this moves along and what kind of transfer rates we're getting. So let me show you that now. I've got the drive connected directly through Thunderbolt 2. You could also use USB, but Thunderbolt tends to be a little bit faster in this particular test. So let's go ahead and take a look, and that's how I use it normally. So we'll open Blackmagic Speed Test, select our drive. You'll see I've got Transcend selected. We'll hit open, and we'll start the speed test. So write speed's about 295 megabytes per second, 294 give or take, depending on which one and what we're writing and reading to it. Read speeds are 386, 385, and this can vary. You can go up to 440, and just depending on the drive and what you're reading and writing to it, but it's a pretty fast drive. I have no issues with it whatsoever using it for 4K 60 as my scratch disk. Now I have the drive connected over USB instead of Thunderbolt 2. Let's take a look at the speed tests here. So we're getting 295 megabytes per second, right in the same amount that we got with Thunderbolt 2. Let's see what the read speeds are. Read speeds are actually a little bit faster than Thunderbolt 2, so 420 megabytes per second or 421. So that's pretty impressive. The faster speeds are actually over USB 3 as opposed to Thunderbolt 2, at least on this particular MacBook. So that's it for the Transcend StoreJet 500. They were nice enough to send this along. It's not a sponsored review, but I've been using it and it's been pretty good. Like I said, it's really fast, it works well, and it's very compact, and it's great. If you need a few of them, they're not overly expensive for solid state drives for this type of speed and with Thunderbolt on them. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll leave a link to them in the description below where you can check out the prices or pick one up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.